forest?
Revelio.
I'll say it again.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Yeah, excuse me. As I was saying though, yeah, we just gonna continue with these side quests. Hopefully she can find a location of this dragon fairly soon, so we can hit those up, complete those before we finish with this keeper trial.
So frustrating.
Ooh.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
Ooh.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating.
You sound just like your mother.
She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Huh. How did you become one?
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Why?
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Both can be true.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent.
That's
she
true, though.
claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
You're welcome.
Oh, nice to see you here. Ah, isn't the sea air...
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned,
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
Okay.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Why we just lie? And why you act like you don't know, like I ain't say it in front of you? Student report. The catacomb assignment yielded more than I'd imagined. Learning about our ancestors was illuminating. However, I stumbled upon something else I could not ignore. In an area behind the great room, which had suffered decay, amid the turned over sarcophagi, I discovered an oddly shaped relic. Immediately, I sensed its power. I would be thrilled to study the relic further, if only the removal of objects were allowed.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Catacomb. Is that really how it's pronounced?
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
At least now we know what's alone here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the two, insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
I mean, they aren't. They're arachnids.
Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say this room is taller than it looks.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Yeah. That's a thing too. That works.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
How did you know that, bro? Alright, just go. Thank you. Your head softened my fall. Yeah. Oh wow. You mother. Disrespectful. Oh shit. There we go.
Incendio. Accio.
Give me that. Give me that.
Reparo.
Ooh, that's not what I was.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Do I need to go back here? No, please.
Confringo. Confringo.
Hey. Okay.
Confringo. Capulso.
What's back here?
It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems, often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Alright, didn't have to go over here, that's nice. We'll go this way.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside the sarcophagus. Seems odd. Capulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. There's something here by the altar.
I foolishly mentioned the relic in my report and was reminded to leave it where it lay, but research must come before my fealty to the rules. I sensed something about this relic. I was told that those chosen by English oak wands have powerful intuition. I believe it. Therefore, when no one was looking, I acted. I conjured 2 barricades to isolate the relic. Ancestors forgive me, but I used Their very bones as the key. I plan to return it, but first I must ready myself for our next assignment, learning the Imperious Curse. The spell is said to serve well against enemies.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Oh.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Oh, no, that's the door I'm trying to get into. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We grabbed some bones. We need some more bones.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I know. Go here, right?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Do I need more?
You've
That's
done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Don't
Before we try
don't
to infer,
encourage
just
him,
realized
Gabriel.
something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Well, you know. How do you know it?
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Why did you teach yourself this curse? What does it entail?
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
No, I feel like I can know them and not use them.
Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Bombarda.
Yeah. Why does that do nothing? There we go. That's what. Oh my gosh.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
Accio.
I tried.
Why am I pulling these in? Oh, is there an order to this? Is that the door I'm trying to open?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay.
Accio.
So that one. Pulled that one, it didn't like it.
That worked.
Okay.
Keep going.
That did? That, okay.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
We got a chest. We need one more. We got both of the ones over here. Let's do
Accio.
it didn't open anything. Oh, okay. Let's do that one. Oh! I see. I was just pulling different levers. I ain't even realize. Of course.
Bombarda. Glacius.
It's still alone.
Bombarda.
There we go. Okay, so then this one. I need that. And I need this one, right?
Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Please stop with the puns.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Why did it have to be spiders? Okay. Got me with the poison.
Bombarda.
More? Why? Ooh. So. Leave me alone. Bro. Ha. Oh wait, no, don't bring them to you. Whew. Hold on, give me a second.
Arrest their momentum. Repender. Repulsor. Confringo.
Oh, that don't work on him? You too big for that? You too big for that spell? Bro. Finish him.
Thought that'd never end.
Nah, for real. Like they just kept coming. Like.
Incendio.
Okay. Moving on.
Dead end.
Revelio.
Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
There's stuff here, bro. What is that?
Sebastian! The relic! Look!
Now, why we zoom in like that? The relic contains abundant potential. Its possibilities could benefit not only wizard kind, but the world. But the dark sacrifice involved to realize its intent may be too great. Until we know more, please do not remove this relic.
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea.
Someone gotta die.
But we're here for the relic.
We for sure leave this where it is, bro.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
I think you should leave it alone. Nah, like, that lady on TikTok. Put it back.
Is that ominous?
It seems like it.
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice.
We was hearing
I had to
sounds.
follow you.
I ain't hear
Sebastian,
nothing, bro.
please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
I can't believe this.
Gosh, bro. Persuade him? Why are we help? Oh my god.
How much
Put
did
it
you
back.
hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good.
Okay.
We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Take your
Well,
this
what
mouth
happened
and
back there?
stop babying
Ominous
him.
and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll
Call
change
it
his
babying.
mind.
I
Is that
call
it?
nurturing. Well,
I
I
told him
call
not to
it
give you this
neutering.
chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
And what's needed is for you to stop this. Stop this madness.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just
Yes, you did.
doesn't
You kept telling me
understand.
not to tell
And I
him,
didn't
bro.
want to worry him all over again.
You kept telling me not to tell Ominous. Don't tell Ominous this. Don't tell Ominous that. That's you not wanting to tell him. It's okay, Sebastian. You don't have to lie to me.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Anne believes she's going to die. Can I fly here? Do I gotta... I can't fly. Okay. I gotta run. So let's run.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. But it only upset her.
So you doing stuff you
no,
can't even
this
tell
isn't
her
good.
about?
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Time to whoop some butt. Let's go. What? You could be telling your uncle be careful. He getting thrown around like a rag doll. Get out of that.
We have to fight.
Not today, sir. Taste of that. Oh, you almost got me, sir.
Come up here and fight me!
Oh, man.
There's nowhere to go.
Where y'all at?
To fight.
Come on, huh?
Keep out of Shaw's reach! Huh? Ranrock, well, you
Oh.
Got him!
Is he dead? Why are you following me? Kill them!
We've got them. Level 3. We'll make.
Oh no, Anne. Oh man, Sebastian.
Boy, what have you done?
Sebastian.
Saved my sister with an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do?
Why walk
The
like
Imperious
that?
curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
I hate to say it, bro, but what about your soul, bro? What about your soul?
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home, from my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Oh my goodness, man. Hey!
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
He went too far, but he saved his sister.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately.
I haven't even used it besides that one time on Sebastian, but go off.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can.
Revelio.
Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Oh, too far ahead. Well, we probably should have talked to Sebastian first. He probably just wanted to talk.
You can stop a thief in their tracks with Stupefy.
It's not like her to forget.
Uh-oh. Poppy was wrong.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Huh.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
Seems very
You're
dangerous.
making this sound simple, but this is a dragon after all.
Hebrideans can be aggressive, but they're also clever. She caught on quickly enough when you showed her how to escape the tent. She'll understand why we're here once she sees her egg. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Okay.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
She is moving.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Confringo!
I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
Repair.
Fantastic.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
Gorgeous.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And probably... we probably look exactly like sheep.
You think we look like sheep? Why are you...
How lucky for us. Watch your step.
Why are you so far back? Come on.
To pick off a grab-horn.
Or just raring for a fight.
Quiet, what was that?
Nope, I think she sees us.
Well, there's no turning back.
We just...
Wait here! I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
Woo. Yes, sir.
Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Welcome.
All right.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me.
Let's go.
I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past. Get to that opening below her.
Oh my god! Heal immediately, sir.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the
Just
nest.
want to
We're
return
almost
your
there.
egg. That's it. That's all we want to do.
Why is every bridge
Repairer.
She probably broke it. So that they couldn't get back.
Now, if we
What kind of
just return
question?
her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
You know, we returned it. We returned it. We returned it. Chill out. Chill out. We mean you no harm. Don't fall off the cliff now, Poppy. She almost let you touch her. That was insane.
That was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
She did try to kill us. People don't give creatures enough credit. They don't.
Creatures
She
are
did try
a
to
lot
kill us,
cleverer
but
than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True.
and the dragon.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Okay. You think they got something to do with your grandma not sending you an owl?
How could I have been so blind?
We're back.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Like,
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hog's Head. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hog's Head, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
That's one way to do it, I guess.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully,
Sure
by
thing.
the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Are they all in here? I think, yeah. It appears to be that way. I like that. Okay, you're inside the 3 broomsticks. Second floors, it looks like. Where the stairs at? Right here, I passed them.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Are we up another floor? There you are.
Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Mrs. Rabe, we do hope you will reconsider helping us with our banking needs. We've given you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you were to see the value in our working together. Shall we accept a response by week's end? Best to keep this between us if you understand our meaning.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you.
Now, Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir. I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Oh, man.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
I'm not gonna mess with my money. We gonna have to settle this.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
He's over yonder.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
And now someone's dead.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help.
Harlow is just a menace
Harlow
to society.
does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Man, dang. Okay. Is that Professor Sharp?
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Goodness, man.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Oh. Alright, well. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. I know you cold.
Revelio. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Footprints.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her.
There's a hideout right here in Hogsmeade.
There must be another way forward. Accio.
Oh. Wait, all the way.
A hidden door.
There we go.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Seems like there's a lot of stuff up here.
Better be sure I'm not seen.
No, 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 no. Do not do that.
If it's that. Courage and a pull.
That didn't kill him.
That's just the beginning.
Ah. Goodness gracious. Oh my God.
Bombarder.
Not so tough now, are ya? Reductor! Stop doing that!
Bombarder.
Expulsion.
Descender.
What a look at.
Oh. You didn't even get. That's crazy.
Arresto momentum.
Expulsion. What are your thoughts on electricity?
Are you serious? Are you serious? I love that you're taking them out for me, though. I really do love that. That did it. Thank you. Now another one of you.
Expulso. Expulso. Arresto momentum. Defender.
Finish the job. Expulsion. Now, this has become personal.
Bring it on.
Inspiration.
Arresto momentum.
Expulsion. Expulsion. From above. Expulsion. Expulsion.
Incendio.
Expulso.
Descendo. Accio. Glacial. Corvado.
Him, aren't we? Expulso.
Incendio. Defendo.
Expulso.
That was clean. Wasn't even looking at you. I would like to find their stuff. Wherever that may be. Where am I going?
Revelio.
Don't tell me this was another way to go through this thing without getting caught. I guess not. Okay.
Natty must be here somewhere.
Us? Oh.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Accio wand. Okay, well, I guess I'm not supposed to talk to you right now.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Aloha Mora.
I'm hoping all of their stuff is in here. There you are. Found it.
Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back.
I'm glad it wasn't far.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Alright, yep, you do that. I'm gonna go wander around for a bit.
Revelio.
See if I can find their stuff. What's over here?
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert.
Yes.
Revelio.
Upstairs. Can we jump up here? That's what I'd like to see.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Oh, okay. Alright, well. Got everything. Let's get up out of here. Natty, I'm gonna need you to be done with this stuff. I don't got time to be.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once.
Making sure people ain't killing you all the time. Like, I need you to stay out of danger. Don't go getting into danger.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Okay.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Where are you running from?